Hey, good morning, good morning. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? It is Wednesday, September 24th. We are almost through September, ninth month of the year. It's gone by at a pretty decent pace. How are y'all feeling about the pace of the year? Good morning, Jason. Jason is, can't remember what he texted me. He said his wife's away and he's got a busy morning with the kids, so he won't be he won't be coming on. David, I did DM you the link to jump up if you wanted to jump up. Looks like we might have a calm show right now. I'm not seeing much going on in the background. But appreciate you running by the couch and high-fiving just me and Jason. Oh, look, hey, Dylan, good morning. Dylan on the commute. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, you know, I don't plan ahead. I mean, I do, but I don't. But yeah, we got the black shirt rolling today. I'm not a fan of black shirts. It's just like what I started the morning on in, but I will change after a little workout or a walk into whatever I'm wearing today. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? So Wednesday, okay, Wednesday today. I got a short week this week. I leave tomorrow early morning, so I won't be on. Jason, hopefully you can commit to being on tomorrow, or we'll just shut the shit down. Um, but yeah, I'll be at the airport around 4 or 5 in the morning with the wife and the friends. We're doing a couples trip out to Texas. So leaving all the kids behind and all the grown-ups are gonna go act like we're young in Texas. Two of the friends that we hang out with, own a couple of Airbnb properties, one of them being in Texas. So they're gonna treat us to a stay there. It's actually the first time that let's yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. We're gonna go yeah. Yeah, solo tomorrow too. So what you gave to me today, I'm giving to you tomorrow, brother. Um, the awkwardness, forever young in Texas. Yeah, we'll see. I've never been to Texas. Um, we're going to a place called Spring, Texas. I've never heard of it. Let's see. But the house that they have looks a city north of Houston, known for its historic old town and shopping district. But they like it. They've been there a bunch of times. They know all the places to go, so they're gonna, take us around. And oh, what I was saying is this is probably our closest friend couple out in the neighborhood that we hang out with the most, but we've never gone out of town, like couples only stuff with them. These are the people that we just went to Hawaii with the whole family. Um, they were supposed to go to Nashville earlier, but they couldn't make it. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. We're excited. We're looking forward to it. Um, kid get away for the kids for a couple days, even though I'm already away for the kids from a couple days. So this is good. This week is gonna be a wash of me being a dad. Oh, figuring out my trips. Daughter in Austin, then Indy, then Chicago, then back again. Nice. Are Indy and Chicago like work trips or conferences or speaking tours? That's my assumption. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's sometimes you gotta plan them out like ahead. Um, leave some space for little stuff in between. For us with the kids, we have to be careful booking too many of them. So when you book a trip a couple months in advance, especially as the school season starts, it's hard to know exactly what the kids are going to be committed to. Um, Hawaii, we, had some problems with Bailey in a football game that she didn't want to miss. And then because of being out of town, she wasn't able to participate in the next week's football game. It's like a rule they have to keep girls showing up for practice, I guess. But it definitely, you know, makes life interesting. This weekend, the kids have a kind of a busy schedule, so Amy's parents are going to be coming out and taking care of them, which is cool. Super glad and grateful that we have um, some amazing in-laws that they just help us so much. It's great. I don't know how many of you have that. If you do, I'm sure you agree it's amazing. If you don't, I'm sorry. It definitely makes parenting that much easier. If you got some grandparents you can get along with and can help you out. Ooh, man, you guys are gonna make it hard for me today. Hey, looks like in the background, I'm just gonna say hi to them and call them out because they haven't said anything to me. Looks like I got card fishing in the background. Good morning, sir. And I got Gramps, Mr. Robbie here, listening in. So if y'all are just listening in and can't chat, I completely understand. I do that all the time. Listen in while driving, listen in while walking. Um, but thank you for being there if you are there. Anyone else listening in on Twitter or X, come on over to Twitch. I am already 9 minutes in, struggling with my content. I did not read, Jason. Come on. This was actually a good one. I liked this reading. We can go into it. The reading is about basically showing and teaching your kids um, to be a lifelong student. Sorry, guys. You guys are chatting now. Now you guys are chatting fast, and I can't keep up. Good morning, bud. Good morning. Walking the dog. Love it. Robbie's always walking. I already knew. Like, look, that's the easiest guess. He's either walking, or he's walking, or he's walking. Um, but anyways, the reading about being a lifelong student. So it kind of starts off with, one of the reasons why kids look at adults and, look forward to adulthood is that they think, school basically stops. And we're a part to blame for that. Like, the whole the way the school system is set up and graduation and then moving on and work. But we owe it to our kids to teach them that you never stop learning. I mean, I learn new things every day at work, negotiating with people, relationships, stuff like that. So it's just about kind of teaching your kids that it just doesn't stop, and it shouldn't stop, and you shouldn't want it to stop. I think a lot of people here know. Yeah, that's the way my mind goes. There's too many screens in front of me, guys. Um, a lot of us know that, you can never stop learning. You can learn a new thing at 40, 50, 60 years old, easily older than that. Um, and so that's kind of what the reading was about. It referenced some Stoic lessons from Marcus Aurelius, where when he was when he was in his older years, someone caught him walking off with a bag or a book bag or something like that. I don't know. That's just the way I imagine it. It may not be true. And they asked him where he was going, and he said he's off to his philosophy teacher to learn that which he does not know. So even at an old age, even after he had probably written most of the book that is now known as Meditations, um, he was still off learning something in philosophy from a teacher. So that's kind of the page. Let's see, how does it end? Because I love how it ends. We have not arrived at the final destination of education. Wisdom they must learn is an endless pursuit. So, kind of along that line, what are you guys learning? How would you guys put this on to your children? So for me, I try, but I'm kind of faded out of it right now. I got to get back into it. It's something that I keep telling myself, but Um, with my reading and my journaling, I think I've talked about here, it's maybe I make it more complicated than it is, but it's hard for me to sit in my house with my kids present and awake and read a book. They they're very loud. And I'm a very attentive person. So even when I'm not in the same room or when I'm not interacting with them, like I'm still always like kind of listening. And I wouldn't say that's just because I'm a parent and I'm worried and concerned that they're going to get into a fight or something like that. Um, it's how I am in life. Like when I'm walking around, I'm always listening. I'm always like hearing conversations or just curious if someone's walking up behind me or anything like that. So when I'm trying to read and I'm trying to like focus on words on a page and pay attention to the thought or the content that I'm absorbing, uh, it's hard for me when there are other people around. Like I couldn't be the person to like go into like I couldn't read in an airport, right? I couldn't read in a busy coffee shop. There's just no way I'd be able to do it. Like I can do it in this office because there's no one here. Um, and I enjoy doing it in the morning before the kids wake up. But once those little rascals wake up, there's just too much going on. So that's part of my struggle of how to show them that I am a forever learner. Um, there are books in the house, but they don't see me open them. So I'm not sure that they know that. I try to talk about some of the stuff that I'm learning, but it's a go in one ear out the other kind of situation. Okay, you guys did respond here. I went to back to school at 32 for K-12 teacher, closest thing to a life reset I can imagine. Nice, nicely done. Yeah, they're rascals. They're rascals. I'm always asking questions, then discuss with my girls. Yeah, have you? Mm. So I imagine with older kids, with my kids getting to be older, and once they hit like a certain age, like I've can't remember who was saying it. I feel like someone was saying in here, maybe I heard it somewhere else, but there's like a point where maybe it's Jason. They they get to this point where they're distant from you and then they go out on their own at 18, 17, 19, 20, whatever, and then they're really distant from you. That's when they're in their partying phase. Maybe they're doing some stuff that they, really in their mind would think that you wouldn't approve of, and maybe you don't. I did a whole bunch of stuff in those ages, and I'm sure we all did, that I never wanted to tell my parents or they wouldn't approve of. So they get real distant from you. Mm. And then they come back, whatever that age is, 25, 24, 28, 29. It's usually around the time when they get married, have kids, or, settle into a career or something like that. That's when I feel like the comeback for um, being able to teach and pass on some of this wisdom my goal is just slightly earlier than I learned it. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now is I found my way around age 36, 37. So if I can somehow get one or every one of my kids to find their way slightly earlier than that, late 20s, middle 20s, teenagers would be amazing. Like if I kind of think like if I found a lot of the stuff I found now in my teenage years, it would have been so great and amazing. But I know my dad was trying to tell me things in my teenage years, and I was very much not on board to listen. So, good morning, bro. Fit. How are you doing? Saw you slide in there. What's up, buddy? Um, yeah. So that's my spiel, guys. Let's see what else we got here. I'm an Uber dad. Pick up the girls from clubbing. That's right. I've heard you say that too. That's my wife. I've done it too, though. Usually it's you lately it's actually, especially when it's on the weekends, it is my chore to do because Amy is responsible for putting Bentley to sleep. Um, so yeah, I'll be the one to pick up. 6/16/26 was our conversation. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got it. Apex Uber Dad clubbing with the girls. Oh, whoa. Would love to see you try that, dude. Love to see the face, the face, your girl's face when you roll in there with your hair just poofed out in your um in your outfit. Oh, speaking of this is like exact example right here. So um I basically just wear like a t-shirt and shorts like all day every day for work. Like simple stuff, like nothing good, like it's all older stuff because I tend to work with a lot of dust and stray nails, catch clothes, like, you know, waterproofing, like all kinds of stuff just gets on me, paint. So I don't tend to wear nice clothes, but on occasion I'll have a um client meeting, like a new prospect, and so I'll dress up. So I have some nice clothes. It's stuff that I wear on dates with my wife and then stuff for new clients, right? So I don't remember when it was, but last week, sorry, this is like a this Jason got me on this tangent where I came into the home in like my dressed up outfit. It was a pair of jeans, like they had it wasn't like holy jeans, but they had like the whatever it's called, the wash marks on them, and then a striped shirt. As soon as I walked into the house, my wife and kids were like, "What? Why are you wearing that?" And then my teenage daughter, she called me gay. Like whatever it was that I was wearing, she just like called it out. And that's what that made me think of right now when you said you're out dancing with your kids. Like I imagine a high level of embarrassment in your kid's face watching their dad dance. So I did have a talk with my kid about like what she meant by that and like why she was hating on my shirt. But yeah, 20 something is when kids decide their parents might make sense. Yeah, it's just a matter of what that 20 something is. Is it 29 and a half? Or is there any way we can get it a little earlier? Like, I would love for it to be like a 24 age range. Like, give them a couple of years to party and get through um, the college experience, a couple of, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. And then David is definitely a raver. Interesting. All right. Interesting. Maybe. Dave, David, what'd you think? All right. What else do we need to talk about? Okay, so I'm not here tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm gone. Jason will hold it down and open as many shows as he wants. Maybe he'll hit up his friends and get on there. Maybe David will get on there with him. I'll be in Texas for an adults weekend. We will be clubbing and raving. We'll up till 2 a.m. like all that stuff. So that doesn't make sense. So I definitely won't catch the shows. I'm told I have to sleep in, all that stuff. Been there, done that. Ceiling can't hold us. Nice. I can't play music, David, so that doesn't help me. But maybe you can put that down for Jason. Anyone up for joining tomorrow if I can make it? Ooh, a rare no Thursday show. Oh, you guys, the only reason we don't see Ryan Turner anymore is because he just can't handle the lax way that Jason and I run this show. He just can't. He doesn't even look at us anymore. He doesn't even respond to us in text messages. His brain can't fathom that we can write things like this. I'm just playing. He's busy. He's doing, do you want me to open tomorrow? Link me. We can work something out. Like we could figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. We'll talk. Jason and I will talk. We'll see how he is. Um, but but you just have to get better about going into Twitter, David. Like I sent you the link today. We start the show, we open the room of StreamYard and start the show and get it all ready like 5 to 10 minutes before the show actually opens. So it's not like we have a prearranged room and a link or anything like that. We thought about it. We should, but why make it easy? Yeah, join you. Robbie, I would love Robbie on screen again. Yeah. He's talking about joining him on screen, like how I'm up here right now. Like what Jason and I have been doing is instead of awkwardly and uncomfortably talking up here alone for 30 minutes, we ask you if you would like to join us and we DM you a StreamYard link and you click the button. And first, it drains your wallet. So we get all your NFTs and all your crypto. And then the second thing is you come up on screen next to me and you and I can have a conversation so that I'm not talking to a text message. X is not my friend. Uh, Is there anywhere else where I can send the link? Because we can work something out. I can do it in a text message. I can do it in an email. You tell me, buddy, where else you social? Where else you hit your socials on? Jason can hit you on Facebook because Jason's big on the Facebook. Um, Dom text. Okay, right on, right on. I'll hit you. I was gonna say, I'll send you my phone number on Twitter. I mean, that's the only way I can. I'm not putting a phone number on here. Honestly, if you just Google my name, you'll find my phone number. I kind of laugh when people are whenever I get into a situation where people are doxxed or not doxxed and private or not private, I just laugh because you just Google my name in California and like my address and phone number comes up. Like I'm not a secret person. Like you can see my kids' faces and all that shit. Like what's gonna happen? What's the worst that's gonna happen? Is Dylan gonna come drive and come get me? Okay, cool. It's high five, Dylan. I'll see you soon. Um, but anyways, I'm still in the green room. Oh, you're not, David. I can see the background of StreamYard. You're not back there. All right, guys. This has been, let's say it's been fun. It's been okay. It hasn't been bad. Um, can you all hear me? Like, is my voice coming across okay? Do I sound like I'm being too quiet? So there's people that like live like this is an office down here, but there's people that live upstairs and I can hear a lot of what they do, but I'm always curious if they can hear me, especially during this time frame because it is 5:30 in the morning. So I am kind of my voice is kind of lower than I would normally talk. And I'm just hoping it's coming across good for you guys. 27 hours, Dom. Oh my- it's actually not bad. As much as you drive. Come on, man. Um, we now have a Daily Dads Facebook page, but we need at least 100 followers to stream live from there. Help us out, y'all. Does anyone have Facebook? Jason, I still don't even think that I've opened Facebook and followed the Daily Dads thing. Happy day, Dom. Smile. Yes, sir. Flip Tech and StreamYard. We can figure it out. Guys, Facebook, my girls have banned me from that. Yeah, I think Facebook's getting it's aging back down for some reason. Uh, I thought it was like long gone. And then the youngest parent in our group, that's what she does, is she's on Facebook all the time. Got a scooch. Have a great day, everyone. Okay. Get your kids off to school, man. Love you. Thank you for checking in. Appreciate you for leaving me hanging up here. Just kidding, but everybody, maybe Jason will see you here tomorrow. Maybe not. It really just depends. Okay. I think he's single dadding it, so he just might not be able to get it done. Wish him many Celsiuses today. And I will for sure see you guys back here on Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy those kiddos. Try to figure out a way that you can instill in them being a lifelong student, right? That's today's message. Figure out a way. I don't know how. I'm still working on it. Maybe you figure out a way and you tell me, and then I'll be able to tell my kids. So, as always, have a great day. See you next time. Thank you for joining, and I hit that button too early.